Alright guys, so today I unfortunately have something a little bit different. It's another vlog, but I want to explain to you guys why I left Far Beyond Insanity, just so that it's on the record here and I can kind of clear my head. So as a lot of you know, I had to take 3 weeks off of my raiding because I had to change shift at work and it was completely out of my control and there was nothing I could do about it because I was the only person who could fill the position at the time. So I let my guild know, and it was really unfortunate because we were progressing on Mythic Manoroth. We were actually doing really well. We had a couple of, it was like 1 to 5% wipes, just that money range where you're going to get the kill. So it was really shitty having to leave on that note, but tensions were a little bit high during progression, as in Crazy was yelling a lot more for stupid reasons, and the morale was just kind of it wasn't, no, not everyone was in their top, like, in their best frame of mind going into Manoroth progression every night. So, no big deal. I left for my 3 weeks. He said, okay, it's fine, just come back. I was really busy that week, but I was watching them on Twitch here and there, just getting kind of, highlights. First week, nothing. They didn't get it. They had a couple more golden wipes. No big deal. It's a hard boss, whatever. Second week, same shit, except it seems like it's regressing a little bit. And then the third week, same shit. So, I don't know the time frame exactly between when all this happened. I'm just gonna talk about it as I think it happened. So, really good reason why a lot of people love the guild is because of this off tank we have that goes by the handle of MN Viv. A lot of people felt like he really put Crazy in his place, and he like grounded Crazy, and he was able to, I don't know, it made it more bearable. It was like having a really I don't know, it's like having two parents, one that's really upset all the time and one that tells them what enough is enough, and it really worked out really well. They had the synergy, and a lot of people really like that tank. He's a great player. So that being said, he wanted to leave to a 3-day guild instead of a 2-day guild, and he wasn't going to do that until Legion. So that's not even that big of a deal. If he's gonna tough it out with us and stay throughout the whole remainder of the expansion, even though he does want to go to a 3-day guild eventually, honestly, there's a lot of people in the guild who are probably interested in the tanking position, including myself. And then it wouldn't be as hard to recruit another tank if we actually had to do that for Legion. But instead, what Crazy decided that he was going to do, to my knowledge, I don't know if he did more than this, he harassed Viv in text messages, telling him, just shouting blasphemies to him, accusing him, all of the above. And it really upset Viv. He was trying to talk some sense into him, to no avail. So what Crazy ended up deciding he was going to do is that he replaced him. This was during that third raiding week. That's what happened. He replaced him and pulled in another tank that he just recruited on a whim. So the way Viv responded to that was, well, okay, obviously, if this is the way you're going to handle it, I'm not wanted here, fine. And he takes his leave of the guild. Well, little did Crazy know that a lot of people were staying in the guild because the synergy only worked with both of them, not just one of them. And I kind of tend to agree the more that I look at it now. So I don't know the exact count, but I think it was 4 to 6 people left when Viv left, and that's a huge hit, especially to a mythic team. It's ridiculous. So with that in place, a lot of tensions rose even more. People wondering if the guild's going to break up, and Crazy assured people that he would let that happen, and I do respect that about him. He is a very, he's a solid person. He's always going to be on Warcraft. He pushes through no matter what happens. But the thing is that he handled that situation like a 12-year-old. I mean, he let his emotions take care of the situation. He decided that since he couldn't have his way, he was just going to act on a whim and not think it through, not actually talk to the tank, try to hash it out more before he did something that extreme, and that alone just blows my mind. So, and this happens without my knowledge completely. I had to find this out after the fact. What I believe happened a couple days after that, or maybe a day after that, is one of my best friends in the guild. She's got a druid healer that goes by the handle of Shinbari. We all call her Shy. She has two guilds. She loves Warcraft. She plays so much WoW. So she had that other guild, and she had guildies who were making fun of Crazy, who were whispering him rude things here and there, because they just like to poke fun at the guy. And they were saying, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard they were saying shitty things in trade chat or something like that. But Crazy got really upset by it, so what he did is he whispered her, and the whole typical stuff, asking them to stop, and then I guess he started accusing her of things that, is there more shit going on that he needs to be aware of, and it just got into really bad argument. So eventually Shy won the argument because, well, she was right. She was in the right. She didn't do anything wrong. Shy is a very, very committed raider. She actually really had no intention of leaving the guild even after all that shit went down. So that just goes to show you that Shy is a really genuine player. She doesn't want to cause more drama. But Crazy came, Barrett was just berating her with drama. So, I mean, what do you really do in that situation? So, they have an argument. Shy wins. An hour or two later, he whispers her again, and they start the whole thing back up again. Same shit happens. She wins. And then a third time he goes at her, and it has the same outcome. So this really upset her, and rightfully so. It shouldn't have happened that way. So she decided to leave the guild too, and that took more people with her. I think the total tally at the end of the day was 9 or 10 raiders. So cue Reggie. I come back from my week, and the guild is in ruins. I'm like, holy shit. I can't even. So much happened that I don't even know who all that left, because so many people left. I don't even know who all it was. So there's that, and I'm really trying to make sense of things, and I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. So I listen to what Crazy has to say, and it's really kind of like what I thought he would say. Like, oh, screw them, we don't need them. And I don't know, his response wasn't really mature. It wasn't really what I thought a 40-year-old GM of a guild would say, of a mythic guild. So whatever, it's a video game, given the benefit of the doubt. So I went ahead and continued with that raid week to see how we were doing. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. There was some rocky points where we were wiping on some farm bosses, but all in all, I think we got all the way to Mythic Zol, so we killed 10 of the 11 that we had already killed, so that's really good. And progressing on Zol wouldn't take so long that it would be detrimental. So there's no doubt that they'd be back at Manoroth progression really soon. But I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I raided with them that week, and when I came back, and talked to all of my friends, Viv, Flip, Shy included. There's more, but those are the main condemning factors here. I just got a really rude Facebook message from a friend. Sorry. So after I got all that information, I still sat on it for a day, even though everything was telling me, "Hey, this is red flags, man. You need to leave," because that's not a way to handle a situation like that. It's not. You can't. If you're a GM of a guild or a leader in any way, you can't let your emotions govern your decision. That's just ridiculous, guys. And that's the conclusion I ultimately came down to, is that it's not fair to have me, have someone over me like that. It's not right. So I said my bit, and I decided to leave, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but it got condemned immediately by Crazy. I said something along the lines of, I didn't want to damn him. I didn't want people that he recruited to think he was a bad GM. So I made it vague. I said something like, I can't really be around with stuff going on in the background, with things being handled the way that they are in the background. And I did give an apology to the good old boys, Wargs, Low, Goosey, a couple of people in there that were still in there that were really good. I liked them a lot. I liked raiding with them, enjoyed it, and they're pretty good friends of mine. So I got condemned for it immediately, and I don't remember what his whole response said, because it was all bullocks. He said that I'm fucking a whole guild and I should feel bad or something like that. I don't remember, and it was just like GG. And of course he was really hasty about removing my forum access and kicking all my ults out of the guild. Whatever, do what you need to do. But it just the way that he handled that situation really, really bothered me. The way that he just let his emotions carry his choices, that's ridiculous. And I can't believe, I don't know, I guess having Viv around really was that buffer for me. So it just it didn't work out, guys, and that's really all there is to it. People have asked me if it's just because I hate the GM that he yells a lot, and no, it's not really, it's not that. I mean, okay, that is part of it. He makes a really good environment toxic for no reason really. His leadership style wasn't that bad in High Mall. I don't remember him being that bad because I raided with him in High Mall, and Viv wasn't in the guild in High Mall. Viv didn't join the guild until BRF, I believe, which I was going at that point. So I don't remember me having troubles with Crazy like that. And that's, I mean, I don't really think I have anything else to add to the story. Those are the main bits, guys. Okay, guys, so I just had to collect some thoughts, just to make sure I didn't leave anything out here. But the TLDR really is that I cannot be in a guild where a GM is governed by his own emotions like that, and he acts on such a whim. That's ridiculous. If you're 40 plus years old, and you're trying to run a mythic guild, and you're trying to be within the top percentile on a server, or just in general, you're trying to be, have a respectable position on the scoreboard, and you handle situations like that, you're not worthy of what you're trying to accomplish. You're not. And I might get some heat for that, or he'll probably, if he sees this, he'll say that, oh well, I'm just a rude young asshole, whatever, But the thing is, guys, is that I've been in leadership positions in World of Warcraft. I have a leadership position at work, and I know enough to know that that's really not how you handle those situations. I'm not at all questioning my opinion on that. I'm really not. You don't handle situations with emotion and just such, so abruptly. So I mean, that's really the main thing here, guys. I do have a couple of announcements to make here before I end the video. I don't know if people are gonna watch this far. I'll probably put annotations saying there's some updates at the end of the video. That's okay. I just want to get it out of the way here. So the content did come to a screeching halt because of all the change that was happening. I did, have to find another guild to raid with, and I had to make sure I still wanted to play Warcraft, because honestly, I got really demoralized, guys, when I put in, a lot of work not farming, but progressing on mythic bosses, and to have a guild that I was really invested in implode. It's not easy for me. I'm not like most people. I have a pretty scheduled life. I mean, I like to be spontaneous and all that, but with the way that my job and school are, I have to have some form of structure when it comes to raiding. That's why the 2-day guild is better for me, and it worked for me with FBI because of the hours. Now, that's why different guilds raid at different hours, because not everyone can make it at those time slots. So that was difficult as part of the challenge. And another thing that was really demoralizing in a more personal level is that I put in all that progress and time and effort, and it feels like history is repeating itself, like in Mr. Pandaria. Even though I put all of that work in, I don't know if I'm going to get the Mythic Archimon kill before the next expansion comes out, and I don't know if I'm going to get them out. Probably not going to get them out. And it really, that really frustrates me, guys. It makes me really sad. Like, I put in the work, I feel, and I'm very much open to constructive criticism. If there's something I'm doing wrong or I could improve on, I'm very open to that. And most people, I guess, don't care about that kind of thing. So it really got me down, knowing that I might not, I'll probably end up killing Mythic Archimon, but it'll either be under a nerf or, progression again with another guild. And it's really, I really felt like FBI was on track to kill this boss, this month, actually, in March or end of February. And it's really unfortunate that things happened the way that they did, because they did. A lot of people don't realize, they can go off and go to a 13 or 13 guild, but not all of us can do that. It's not really fair, but they don't care. They're thinking about themselves at the time. And that really just bothers me a lot. It blows me away that guildies can be so heartless like that. But I'm just QQing at this point. Another thing I did want to say is that I do have a couple more series planned. I'm going to be starting up Tomb Raider again. I did just buy the HD remake of Twilight Princess. I've been thinking about playing that, not sure. A new game came out called The Colleen, and it's like in an open beta alpha thing right now. I'm not sure what the exact title is of it, but I'm be playing some of that. That looks really good. And then Overwatch is coming out in May. It's coming out late May, so I'm really excited for that. And I think those are the main things I wanted to say, guys. I kind of had to get some things off my chest, and I really felt bad for not posting any videos this weekend because I was still kind of mulling all of this over in my head. Oh my god, Stormwood Community College, if you invite me to your guild one more time. So hopefully the people that did want the explanation got it in this video, and they're not, you know, hopefully it's another perspective. I know that not a lot of you care. If only 5 or 6 of the people out of that group actually watch the video and acknowledge it, that'd be enough for me. Honestly, it's fine. It's not really a big deal. It bothered me so much for some reason because I don't join a guild to just leave it. I try to find a home, if you will. You know, I try to find a group that I like and that I can raid with, and it's really hard to find, especially at the stage Warcraft is currently in, because subscriber numbers are pretty low, and not everyone raids the type of content I want to raid at. I love heroic raiding, normal raiding, whatever, but it's really mythic raiding is really where it's at for me. But I should probably close this video here. I'll put it in the video if I do finally get my invincible drop. I probably won't though. just a spoiler alert. But anyway, guys, thank you for listening to my stupid ramble, and I'll see you probably in Tomb Raider, hopefully. Cheers. Oh. Just want to make sure